Okay, la bashi duam party section 2 Danister, the last of the blind man. Kotai au piawa chwera au piawa nabina. Abzain chon kotai pede. Moments later, Salahzeg duater, 7 or 8 men came running towards the inn. 7 or 8 men, haft boahasht yakhud hasht piaw, came running towards the inn. Ran da kirbaro, miwan khanak. In front of there, la peshawe, were 3 men holding hands. Se piawish dasti agyan girbu. Then in the weak moonlight, la shawechi blain manga shawbu balam behezbu manga shawaka. I could see that in between the other two was the blind man. Ditim kawa piawa nabinaka lanewan audu kaseka dasti agyan girbu. Go in, he cried. Hawari da kid. Going, brona judem. Several men went to the door of the inn. Sampiavek Roshna went to the door. Roshna lay dergaki, mewan khanaka, and finding the door unlocked. Dityan dergaka kirawe. When inside, Roshna judawa. 2 of them stayed outside with the terrible blind man. Duan ladarawa mano lagal au piawa nabina tersnak. There was a moment's silence. Mawechi bedanji, bali basad nausakache shal basad shwenak. Then a cry of surprise. In the hawarechi sar surhenet, and a voice shouting from the house. Dengik hawari killakhan waka. Bill's dead. Bill's dead. Bill merdua. The blind man swore. Piawa chweraka. Jueni da look in his pocket. Say barkakani can then find a chest in the sanduka kabinawa. Bedoz nawa, he cried. How are you? A little while later, do I come here, cheater? One of the upstairs windows, yekegla panzarakani sarawa, was thrown open. Kirawa, and someone shouted out, Kasek hawari to the blind man. Pew. Bo piawa chweraka kanai piubu. Someone is being in the chest. Kasek lasar sanduqa kabwa. Ta sanduqa ka kirawe kasek daskari kilya. Isn't it there? Laweya Pew asked angrily. Baturai guti. Isn't it there? Sanduqa ka laweya Pew asked angrily. Baturai Pew guti. The money's here. Para kalerea. But there is none of Flynn is writing. Balam hisla nusinakani flin lerania. The man replied, it is these people of the inn. It is that boy. Au khalkane au mewan khane buina au kurabwa. Why didn't I take his eyes out? Cried the blind man. Hawarikid pire kotra. Pew. They were there earlier. Awan pester lera buina. The door was locked when I came. Katek min hatem درجاك قفل بوها أو تقطق أو تبتبا أو بياوك ويرب ولا دركاي دا أو هاتية درجاك تو قفل بوا. Go and find them. Bron bidos now. Just then came the whistle we had heard before. Just then Harokata came the whistle. Safiraka. Ledra, we had heard before Kapester Bistubuman, and it came from the direction of the village. La Arastei Gundakawa Safira Ledra. Dirk has blown the whistle again, said one of the men. Dirk has blown the whistle again. Wata agata lakhobi awahatin kudahatin, Dirk has blown the whistle again. Safira Ledra, that means he sees someone coming, let's leave. Wata au kase chiditya, kasane chidityatina, let's leave, guti baharin, babron. Keep looking, Pew shouted angrily. Keep guti. Bardawam la tamasha kirdin, la search kirdin, la pashkinin, Pew shouted angrily baturay. The boy and his mother can't be far away. Kurakau daichi, lera durnina, agadar ben bagarin, lera nazikin. Keep looking, Pew shouted angrily. Pew baturay guti. Bardawam ben la pashkinin, la tsauderi kirdin tamasha kamzan au duka saynabi no. The boy and his mother can't be far away. کوڕەکە و دایکی لێرە دوور نەکەوتینەوە. We almost have it and you want to run away? وان نزیکە شتەکانەوە بەدەست دێ دەتانێت بڕۆن هەرێن. You will be as rich as kings if we find it. وەکو پاشان دەژین ئەگەر بیبینینەوە بیان بینینەوە. Hang it, Pew. Why don't we go? Pew is odds. Why don't we go? بۆ نەڕۆین. We have got the back of money, said one. یەکێکیان گوتی ئەوە پارەمان وا دەست کەوتووە. Pew started trying to hit the man with his stick. Pew هەوڵی داکەوە لە دوو پیاوەکەیدا بە گۆچانەکەی. At the fight went on کاتێک شەڕەکە بەردەوام the sound of horses galloping came from the top of the hill. دەنجی ڕاکردنی ئەسپ یا غارغارێنی ئەسپ هات دەنجی ئەسپ هاتکەوە came from the top of the hill لە لووتکەی گردەکەوە دەهاتن. The sailors quickly stopped fighting and ran away. Sailors کەشتیوانەکان یەکسەر شەڕەکەیان ڕاگرت و ڕایان کرد. Leaving Pew anxiously tapping up and down the road alone. پیوش ڕای کرد و بە قەلەقەوە و بە دوودڵیەوە tapping up and down تەپەتەپی گۆچانەکەی لە عەردی دەدا the road alone بە تەنێ ڕای دەکرد لە شەقام. Just then, هەرەو کاتە 4 or 5 horses appeared in the moonlight. چار یا پێنج ئەسپ سوار ئەسپ appeared in the moonlight لەو شەوە مانگەشەوە دەرکەوتن. Galloping down a hill toward the inn. لە خوار گردەکە زورگەکە هاتن بەرەو میوانخانەکە. Pew screamed and not knowing in which direction to go. Pew دەیقیژاند و نەیدەزانی بۆ چ ئاراستەیەک بڕووە. Ran right under the first horse. یەکسەر ڕای کرد بەرەو یەکەم ئەسپ. Down he went with a terrible cry. یەکسەر کەوت بە هاوارێکی ترسناک و ناخۆش. The horses came to a stop and I recognized the boy that had gone from the village to get Dr. Livesey. ئەسپەکان هاتن بۆ لای وەستانەکە وەستان and I recognized the boy. من کوڕەکەم ناسیەوە that had gone from the village کە لە گوندەکە لە لادێکە ڕۆژ بوو to get Dr. Livesey تاوەکو خەبەر بداتە Dr. Livesey بۆ یارمەتی تاوەکو Dr. Livesey لەگەڵ خۆی بێنی. With them were several law officers لەگەڵ ئەویش چەند ئەفسەرێکی یاساش لەگەڵی بوون who he had met on the way to the doctor's house کەوا لەڕێ کە بۆ لای ماڵی دکتۆر دەڕۆیش دکتۆر لیڤسی چاوی بەوانەش کەوت بوو ئەوانەشی لەگەڵ خۆی خڕکردبوونەوە و هینا بوو. هیشێک چاچ کردی ئەو کوڕە. Pew was dead. Pew met. We went back to find my mother and carry her to the village. ئێمە گەڕاینەوە to find my mother تاکو دایکم بدۆزینەوە and carry her to the village بینینەوە بۆ گوندەکە بۆ لادێکە. There she recovered well after a little while. لەوێ she recovered well باش چارەی کرابوو باش ببوو after a little while باش کەمێک. The law officers rode on to the nearby bay. ئەفسەرەکانی یاسا قانون حکومەت بڵێن پۆلیسەکان rode on to the nearby bay ڕۆیشتن بۆ نزیک کەنداوەکە. But they were too late بەڵام زۆر تاخیر بوون. The strange ship کەشتیە نامۆکە had already gone پێشتر ڕۆیشت بوو. And probably the rest of the pirates with it. ڕەنگە ئەو سەتانەی کەوا مابنەوە لەگەڵ ئەو کەشتیە ڕۆیشت بن. When the leader of the men, Mr. Dance, returned from the bay, کاتێک سەرۆکی سەرکردەی پیاوەکان کە ناوی Mr. Dance بوو گەڕاوە لە کەنداوەکە. I told him everything that had happened. هەموو شتێکم پێگوت کە ڕوویدا بوو. They wanted something more than the money, you say. ئەوان شتێکی بە نرختریان لە پارە بەدوایەوە بوون دەیانویست. تۆ دەڵێی Well then, Hawkins, what on earth were they trying to find? He asked me. Basha Hawkins, Jim Hawkins, what on earth هەوڵی چیان دەدا بدۆزنەوە لە دوو چ دەگەڕانەوانە he asked me داوای لە من کرد پرسیاری I believe I had what they want in my pocket I replied منیش وەڵام داگوتم پێم وایە ئەوەی من بۆی دەچم ئەوانە بە دوای شتێک دەگەڕان کەوا لە ناو بەڕچی منە and I would like to get it to Dr. Livesey so that it will be safe و منیش حەزم لێ بیدەمە دکتۆر لیڤسی تاوەکو سەلامەت بێ Of course boy he said گوتی بێگومان کوڕە Yes, I shall go there myself and tell him all about this. Why don't you come with me? زۆر باشە منیش دەڕۆم go there myself خۆم دەڕۆم and tell him pay him all about this هەموو شتێک Why don't you come with me? بۆ لەگەڵم نایە